When the world tries to bury you, rise. When they count you out, rise. When the night is darkest, rise. When you feel like nothing, rise. 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 You ever feel like you're drowning in a sea of your own doubt? Like every breath you take is a battle to get out. Like the walls are closing in and the ceiling's getting low, and you can't remember the last time you felt you could grow. You've been sitting in the silence, replaying every mistake, wondering if the path you're on is the one you're meant to take. Second guessing every choice, every turn, every step, holding on to regrets like they're promises you kept. But here's the truth they don't tell you about the fall. It's not the end, it's the beginning of standing tall. Every time you've been knocked down, you've gotten back up. Every time you've been counted out, you filled your own cup. You've been through the fire, you've been through the rain. You've carried the weight of the world and the weight of the pain. But you're still here, still breathing, still fighting, still believing that something greater is waiting on the other side of the fear. That the person you're becoming is already standing near. You just have to reach out and grab hold of the light. You just have to keep pushing through the darkest night. The darkest night is where the strongest stars are born. The hardest battles are where the truest warriors are sworn. And you've been fighting longer than most people ever will. You've been climbing higher than the ones who stand still. So don't stop now, don't slow down. Don't let the weight of the world make you frown. You've come too far to turn back now. You've survived too much. Take a bow, bow, bow.
Yeah,
You walk into the gym like it's sacred ground. Every rep is a prayer, every set is a sound of survival, the sound of the grind, the sound of a man who's made up his mind. You load the bar with the weight of your past. Every failure, every setback, every outcast. You squat it down low, you push it up high. You look at yourself and you don't ask why. Because you know the answer already. You know why you're here. You know why you're pushing through the sweat and the fear. You're here to prove something to the one in the mirror. You're here to make it clear that the vision is clearer. You're here to become the person you are meant to be. You're here to set yourself free. Free from the chains of doubt and despair. Free from the voice that told you you can't and didn't care. Free from the version of you that used to hide. Free from the fear that lived deep inside. You're not that person anymore. You've evolved, you transformed, you saw the puzzle of persistence, the riddle of grit, the mystery of how to never quit. And now you're standing at the edge of something new. Something that looks like the old you but feels like someone who grew. Someone who learned to rise when the world tried to push him down. Someone who learned to smile when the world tried to make him frown. You've been through hell and you've come back to tell the tale. You've been through the storm and you're still setting sail. You ever notice how the sun always rises after the darkest night? How the stars shine brightest when the moon is out of sight? There's something beautiful about the struggle, something true. Something about the pain that reminds you what you're worth and who you are. You've been carrying the weight of the world, but you're still standing tall. You've been walking through the fire, but you refuse to fall. Every scar on your body is a badge of honor, proof of the war you won. Every tear you've shed is a testament to the battles that you've won. You've learned that strength isn't about being unbreakable. It's about breaking and still being able to stand. It's about falling and still having the courage to rise. It's about being knocked down and still looking the world in the eyes. You've been knocked down more times than you can count, but every time you got back up, you learn what you're about. You're about resilience, you're about grit, you're about refusing to quit. You're about the fight when the fight gets hard. You're about the grind when the grind leaves you scarred. You're about the rise after the fall. You're about standing tall. You've learned that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey, the process, the test. Every failure taught you something you needed to know. Every setback helped you learn and grow. So embrace the struggle, embrace the pain, embrace the moments when you felt you had nothing to gain. Because those moments are the ones that shaped who you are, and those moments are the ones that brought you this far. You've come a long way from where you started. You've survived the storms and you're still strong-hearted. Keep moving forward, keep pushing ahead. Keep believing in the person you're becoming. Yeah. Huh? You ever feel like the weight of the world is sitting on your chest? Like every breath you take is a fight against the rest? Like you're standing at the edge of a cliff looking down, wondering if you'll ever make it out of this town. You've been fighting the same demons for years. You've been carrying the same fears. You've been wrestling with the same doubts, trying to find a way out. But you're still here, still standing, still breathing, still commanding your own destiny, commanding your own fate, commanding the courage to stand up straight. You've been through more than most people will ever know. You survived more than most people will ever show. And that's not something to be ashamed of. That's something to be proud of. You are a warrior, a fighter, a champion in the making, a bright light in the darkness. You've learned that the only way out is through. You've learned that the only way to win is to refuse to lose. You've learned that the only way to rise is to keep pushing through. So push through the pain, push through the doubt, push through the rain. Because on the other side of the storm is the sun. On the other side of the struggle is the victory you won. You've earned the right to stand tall. You've earned the right to give it your all. You've earned the right to rise above it all. So rise above the fear, rise above the doubt, rise above the tears, rise above the voices that tell you you can't. Rise above the people who doubt your talent. Rise above the obstacles in your way. Rise above the darkness and find the day. The day where you realize that you've made it. The day where you look back and be glad you didn't fake it. The day where you know that you gave it your best. The day where you finally passed the test. You've been tested and tried, you've been broken and scarred, but you've also been strengthened and repaid. You were not the same person you were yesterday. You were stronger, wiser, and ready to make your own way. So rise up from the ashes, rise up from the struggle, rise up from the pain, rise up and claim the victory that's yours to gain. There comes a moment in every journey where you have to decide. Did you keep moving forward or do you run and hide? Did you face the fear or do you let it control? Did you give it your all or do you let your soul grow cold? You've been at that crossroads before. You felt the weight, you stood at the edge of the unknown and stared at your fate. But you didn't run, you didn't hide. You stayed and faced the dark inside. And that darkness taught you something you never knew. It taught you that there's something then repair. You were not the same person you were yesterday. You were stronger, wiser, and ready to make your own way. So rise up from the ashes, rise up from the struggle, rise up from the pain, rise up and claim the victory that's yours to gain. There comes a moment in every journey where you have to decide. Did you keep moving forward or do you run and hide? Do you face the fear or do you let it control? Do you give it your all or do you let your soul grow cold? You've been at that crossroads before. You felt the weight, you still at the end of the unknown, stared at your fate. But you didn't run, you didn't hide. You stayed and you faced the dark inside. The darkness taught you something you never knew. It taught you like the door side of the stone in the pit. You were not the same person you were yesterday. You the stronger, wise, and ready to make your own way. So rise up from the ashes, rise up from the struggle, rise up from the pain, rise up and claim the victory that's yours to gain. There comes a moment in every journey where you have to decide. That you keep moving forward or do you run and